Hello and welcome to the Adam Friedland Show. As many of you know, the WGA is currently striking. And while we are not a guild-protected program, we do take labor relations very seriously here. And so in solidarity with the writer's strike, we are not going to be doing a monologue this week, but we've prepared something a little bit different. I hope you enjoy. Our next guest was named the 7th sexiest newsman in 2017 by People magazine. Everyone, please welcome Chris CUOMO. My man.
Good to see you.
Jeez Louise.
Was it really 7th?
7th. I'm looking at this list right now. It's bullshit.
7th is bullshit.
Shepard Smith, number 1.
Number 1?
Number 1. Lester Holt, crap.
He's got a look.
Jim Acosta, come on.
Dogged. Great hair.
Nice hair. Michael Barbaro, that worm? Come on.
That's an inside job.
I'd love to see you in the octagon with him. You think you'd kill him? That's my first question. Would you kill Michael Barbaro from the New York Times?
No. Try to keep that negativity out.
Have you ever done Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Yeah, for a long time.
You've trained?
Yeah, I could really fuck you up if I wanted to.
I feel that way.
What would Dick Cavett do with that?
He would be like, groovy.
He would have been like a dry
that's groovy, yeah.
I'll be back after I change my pants.
Actually, I pooped my pants on the last show.
Did you?
We don't have to get into it.
Was it nerves?
Why are we talking about this right now?
Any type of gastric distress, ethnics will discuss it as long as they'll discuss anything. I'm surprised we haven't discussed 4 different remedies already.
What do you do?
The bismuth.
Oh, the bismuth?
It's called Pepto-Bismol. It's pink, but it turns everything black.
I thought you were a newsman, not a scientist.
Next.
I guess I'm just feeling insecure about my body right now.
Because of the
I feel like
thing?
in the wide right now, it probably looks like Rock Hudson is sitting next to Fran Lebowitz.
I'm a big fan of Lebowitz, by the way.
Really?
Great eye.
Great eye? Oh, for arts or?
Yes, Adam.
You've met a lot of people?
That's the job, brother.
It's not the job. I mean, like you came from a
political family. You know, so here's the good thing about that. There are many good things. You meet people outside of this setting. So you meet them pretty much as they are. For instance, we just lost Harry Belafonte.
Yeah.
I know Harry Belafonte as, not just the singer, performer, advocate, but just the guy who loved my father, had like an odd connection to all things Italian, and would joke with my father about it all the time. My father loved him and revered him. So I got to know him that way. I became friends with his son, David, who was like a big brother to me. So I didn't know Harry. I only interviewed him once. That was the only time I really talked to him in character that way, although he was completely authentic. It's an
Were
advantage.
you in character? Is that what you were saying?
No. The idea of having no shtick, I have no shtick.
But to some extent, you're doing the news on TV every night.
But that's the mistake. One of the things I like about what you're doing with this is there's an authenticity to it. Sure, you say, oh, it's Cavett-esque, but that's what made Dick, to succeed with that name. Even back then, it wasn't a great nickname to have.
Really?
But the openness of just letting things be what they are is very unusual in our world.
What's the pathology behind a guy that chooses penis as his name?
Very secure. Or really hates himself.
You think Nixon was a good guy?
Good guy is an odd judgment. There are many people who did think he was a very good guy.
Don't you think it is kind of par for the course of a political campaign? I'm not defending Nixon.
Breaking into the other people's
offices. It sounds like
offices?
something they always do.
No. But I do know why you suspect that.
Of course they spy on each other. Bill Belichick did it.
So we go from the presidency to the Patriots.
Kind of.
Yeah, no.
Your father was in the pirate system in 1952?
My father was a hell of a baseball player.
Center fielder.
He was a center fielder. The highest paid recruit the year that they drafted him. Mickey Mantle used to tell a funny story. Mickey used to say it was the worst decision in baseball history that they gave Mario Cuomo a bigger signing bonus than Mickey Mantle the next year.
Why did he get such a big signing bonus?
He had a ton of potential. He was really fast.
5 tools.
He was a five-tool player, and he was fast and strong.
But he got clobbered. He got hit.
It's a little more complicated. They did not wear batting helmets then.
Idiots.
And he did get hit, and he'd been hit in the outfield by a bottle someone had thrown. So his already
anti-Italian kind of thing, no?
Yeah, just I don't know, anti that center fielder. But my mother, they were dating. He gets hurt. It's not like now where everybody is a nanosecond away from each other. She doesn't hear from my father. She suspects that he's down there in Georgia running around with all these ball players.
Yeah.
Sends a message known as a telegram. He gets the message, gets out of the hospital, quits, goes home, takes the signing bonus, gets engaged.
You know who else was in the pirate system at that time?
Blackbeard?
The pirate?
Yeah.
What, are you doing a bit?
Yeah. Does it work?
No.
But I feel like the deadpan
That wouldn't
makes
make
it.
any sense.
The deadpan.
He was a pirate from the olden days.
All right, let me try it again. Say it again.
You know who else was? It's actually, I'll give
Blackbeard?
you a clue. Come on, bro.
Again?
I'm not trying to. Okay.
All right. I'm
You
just
know who
trying
else was in the pirates farm system?
No, Adam, who?
Fidel Castro.
Really? No. You can look at me like that. It doesn't make it more.
Fidel
believable.
Castro. Hell of a ball player. I'm not lying to you. I respect
let's
you
see.
so much.
You sit like Dick Cavett.
Like a homosexual?
No, you said that.
Well, I mean, that's people say I sit like a homosexual.
Not this person. I think that you're very comfortable.
Me?
Yeah.
It's all a facade. I hate myself.
Listen, you have a problem with this.
No, I'm telling you, Fidel.
I know you're telling me. You just
Look at
happen to
this.
be wrong.
Look, he had with glasses too. That's pretty.
Who is that?
That's Castro.
Let me see this.
Hold on, I gotta find a better website. Dude, he played for the Havana Sugar Kings, incredible team.
In Cuba.
No,
Not
he
in the Pirates,
No,
the
he-
Pittsburgh Pirates system.
Fidel Castro, the Yankees and Pirates,
It's
somehow.
always happened.
No, I should have had this on the cards.
I mean,
I
generally,
would've
if you're
had it
going to
on the
bring
cards.
something up on a TV show,
I'm just starting out my life as this. This is new. I'm not ready. Remember Elian Gonzalez? That was pretty funny.
yeah, no, that's he was in the pirate system also.
Oh.
You know, when you go to
I think
Cuba,
the
have
white
you been
ones
there?
came here.
Of course you-
Habana?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I had the best mojito of my life.
No, he didn't go there. When you go there, there's a very interesting thing about the miscegenation in that country. They have been locked into that one place for about a generation and a half, such that you have such interesting combinations of color and features. You'll have somebody with like your coloring, but their features are very kind of Afro-Caribbean. And then you'll have somebody who's very brown, but they have very fine features. Now, of course, you can find that anywhere, but the concentration of it there.
It's like that in Brazil as well.
Yes, but in Brazil, you've got a lot more movement and a huge population.
It's kind of Brazil is kind of a contrast to the Tiger Woods theory. It's like if everyone like sleeps with everyone and we're all the same color, then racism will go away. But they're the most racist.
We do
Like
find
Bolsonaro
a way.
was a white supremacist, you know?
Bolsonaro had extreme views. That's why they went back to Lula. We'll see what he can get done. He's a little old in the
Come on, dude.
energy curve also.
He's about to cook.
I married into a Brazilian family, and
Your wife's Brazilian?
my wife is Brazilian.
Brasileira?
Brasileira, yeah.
Yeah. It's nice, no?
It depends where you are. Those favelas aren't so nice. Got
Yeah.
a good view, though. I think it's the only place where the impoverished have a better view than the wealthy.
Did you take a picture in front of the Jesus where you were also going like this?
No, I felt it was redundant.
Yeah. That would have been corny. Do you love our Lord and Savior?
I choose to believe.
That's cool. I wish.
You wish you could believe.
Yeah, it's so nice.
It is a comfort. That's why I do it.
But hell is really mean.
Hell is mean.
It's so
I
mean.
don't-
You have to go there forever?
Not necessarily.
I don't think that's not what you fellas think.
Who's you people?
The papists. The papists.
Papists?
Yeah.
Do you think Il Papa believes that you are condemned forever?
I think that's what they say. If you're not baptized in the Catholic Church.
You should not confuse.
If you don't let a guy with some dress put.
That's really nice.
No, come on.
You make fun of an old guy who's trying to do the right thing?
Who, this guy?
Yeah.
The
Francis?
Argentine?
Francis?
He's the man.
You don't like him?
He's the man.
Well, you just made fun of him for being in a dress.
All of them are in dresses. All
And by
your
the
guys
way,
are in dresses.
I'll tell you what.
I don't mean to be offensive, but
You did mean to be offensive,
You go
and
to
you
a place
succeeded.
where guys are wearing dresses.
I'm going to look this way for a while.
I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm a modern man.
I'm still here, but I'm also in my own space.
That was just an objective fact about the dresses.
It's not a dress.
What is it?
It's called a cassock.
It's a dress, bro.
It's not a dress. I mean, just the waistline alone makes it not a dress. In fact, on the way down to this lovely studio, I walked past a bridal dress suite.
Yeah, don't give away the location.
No, well, I think there are a lot of places it could be. You think there's only one place that
These
sends
people
bridal?
are freaks. They're gonna track us down.
What
there.
people?
They want to live. They want to wear my skin and stuff. Our guys.
Wear your skin.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Which one?
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, you like
it? Puts
it?
the lotion in the basket.
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
me your best. It puts the lotion in the basket. Then I'll give mine, and we'll let the audience decide.
Yeah. Dr. Lecter, you know.
No, I said it puts the lotion in the basket.
Yeah. I don't want to do Bill. I want to do
Why?
Jodie Foster because I'm more dressed like her right now.
That was good. You're back.
Dr. Lecter, I played a child streetwalker in Taxi Driver. Did you see that movie, Dr. Lecter?
That's pretty strong.
You're from New York. You were born in the 70s?
1970.
I know. At Wikipedia, I saw it.
How do you know if it's true?
You got to cut with this anti-Wikipedia crap. We got in an argument before the show started.
Well, you're very righteous about
it's the
it. You're not
only-
very open-minded for a
I
host.
am pessimistic about everything other than Wikipedia. It's the only thing that the internet did well.
So somebody can go on, decide they're not as big a fan of the Adam Friedland show as everyone should be. They can then just malign your past, and you're okay with that.
People call my parents' house.
Do they?
I mean, yeah, like
And what do they say?
my dad's like, we're not interested. I'm on the do not call list. My parents are from Cape Town.
What a scary cultural evolution they've had down there.
What, black people being able to vote?
Yes. Obviously, my concern
No.
is that they have given the right to vote. Suffrage is a very frightening concept. It is so interesting to see how something that's so extreme can still get stuck about the... What'd you just do, by the way?
Don't. I told my dad.
Then you look like a dragon all of a sudden. It's like Puff the Magic Dragon, we're here. And you say you don't want to tell anybody. What is that? Are you just hot under the collar?
Before we go into your race science spiel,
No, forget it now. Forget
Can
it.
we-
You
can
blew
we-
you blew the Lecter thing. I was looking forward to that. A very
Dr.
interesting
Lecter,
place.
did you see the movie Contact?
Yes. I don't
Okay.
love this, by the way. Is that okay?
What? This?
Yeah, like this.
These are very
I'm
expensive
loving
chairs.
this. This is good.
You're my
But
best friend.
This is weird.
I wanna-
You should lock it in place. Don't give people this option, because now, like, look how upset he is.
Okay, maybe take it up with the Herman Miller
I'm just saying,
Corporation.
don't let the guests do it. But also, they're meant for you. You have an unfair advantage in these chairs.
Because I'm a little man.
The way that you sit, you look very comfortable in here, and I'm kind of locked into it like Fred Flintstone, where like I'm not the right shape for the chair.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Please.
It
You should
had
look
to.
at me.
Okay.
Look at me when you ask this
Okay.
question.
Christopher.
Yes.
Christopher. Christopher.
Yes, Mom.
Christopher. Okay. Peak COVID, right?
Peak COVID.
Peak COVID.
Yes.
Okay. Early 2020. You're in the basement, right?
Yes.
Okay. America is like must-see TV. This guy's a hero, right? Do you think there were single women that saw your muscles
Right.
and your struggle, and maybe
Now, when you say
A little
single
bit.
women, do you mean you?
no? I knew that you were faking it to disparage our president, Donald Jefferson Trump. But
I think there's a little bit of a deeper truth here that you want
What's
to
that?
express, and you should feel good doing that.
My sister was watching. She was like, "Oh my God, this guy's an angel."
Now, by your sister, do you mean you?
No, I get chicks, bro. I get mad chicks.
There's nothing
You would
wrong
be
with that.
surprised.
You can get chicks, as you say, and have felt something strange when you were watching me during the pandemic.
No, I didn't feel bad for you at all. I'm like, look at this fucking baby.
I didn't say you felt
Look at
badly.
this baby in his nice house with COVID. Ooh.
So there was a very confusing thing about that. I'll tell you something serious about this, although I really do feel that
Lab leak, you're about to say.
I may have well been a
I'm
lab
just
leak.
kidding.
We don't know.
We don't have
Nobody
to
wants
get
to give us the answer because
You can't post
the
this
question
stuff
is
on
toxic.
YouTube. Yeah.
It's weird that we don't know.
My friend,
Hold on a second. How many topics you want to throw at me at once?
we don't want to do COVID.
Wait, hold on. So let me
also,
just.
COVID's boring. I want to talk about the
I
mafia.
want to unpack them one at a time.
Okay.
Just because I'm Italian doesn't mean I have insight into the mafia.
No, not that. I want to talk about 1992. I want to talk about you're 22. You're at Yale probably.
Yeah.
Your father
Yeah.
goes on a fucking trip.
Yeah.
I was reading this last night. I was like losing my fucking mind.
Where'd you read it, on Wikipedia?
No, I read a full article about it. It only came out in 2006, I think, that the Sicilian mafia planned an assassination of your father.
This is nonsense.
It's bullshit?
Yeah.
It is. What are you talking about? It's so cool.
Let's go through each of the things that have mattered here.
COVID, fuck COVID, boring.
It's not about COVID. It's about you and being honest.
I am honest.
During COVID, when you saw me on television,
I mean, we can get back to this later because I,
I
want
just
to
feel
talk
like
about the mafia thing.
it's hard for me.
But you were a
It's hard for
fucking
me to have
star.
an honest conversation if
No,
you're
no,
not
this
being
is-
honest about yourself.
No, you're filibustering.
I'm
Star.
filibustering.
You were the
You're
star.
one avoiding the
Were
subject.
you beating Tucker?
One, I was largely unaware of everything that was happening about me during that time because I was actually sick.
Well,
And
early COVID, people got fucked.
I would be pretty much asleep or in a sweat all day long.
Nice.
So I had no idea of how resonant it was at the time. Then I start to get these phone calls and messages from like the biggest celebrities in all these different categories.
Bono?
I mean, like Bono. Bono, and this is how screwed up I was. Bono is a sketch artist and an artist.
Yeah, he works in courtrooms.
He dr-
Yeah.
he dr-
He
he draws
He does.
a picture of me, and I don't know where it is.
I wish everyone felt bad for me in the whole world.
They didn't feel
That
bad.
would
They
be
felt
so
that I
cool.
actually knew something. And what was interesting was I did, because I was talking to all of the people at the center of that dynamic, like Tony Fauci, the guys who were working on the antibody treatment, the guys who were working on the drug protocols, the guys, like they were all in my sphere of existence because I was like a guinea pig for everybody.
Project Warp Speed.
A great irony in that is that Trump made that vaccine come to us sooner than it would have otherwise,
He
and then
invented
wanted to
it. He was in
completely
the lab.
disown it. And then when it wasn't convenient for him, he completely disowned it.
I thought that was going to be bad for him against DeSantis, but he's already cooking him heavy.
Way too early.
DeSanctimonious? Trump's already calling him a pedophile. He's done. He's dead.
First of all,
He's
calling
jabbing
him
him.
DeSanctimonious is not the same as calling him a pedophile.
In the primary, Jeb Bush, all those dweebs.
Jeb, who thought of that? There was no Friedland in that room.
I kind of like that with
Jeb.
the exclamation. Yeah. Well, Bush would be bad.
Bush.
Should his bumper sticker be like, my dad killed Kennedy and my brother killed 1 million people in Iraq and Afghanistan?
And you
Vote
go
for
with
me.
Jeb.
Jeb is cute. He's the cutest one of that whole family.
He's a good-looking guy.
Do you remember Please Clap?
Boy, you're very judgmental.
I'm not. I'm giving it to Jeb right now.
That he's a dope?
Yeah, he just
That's
seems
high
like...
praise from Friedland?
Yeah.
Dr. Bangs?
Stop flirting, bro.
I am a little hair jealous. You have a nice head of hair.
I have great hair.
If I ask you a
I'd
question,
rather
will you
lose
give an
my
honest
penis
answer?
than my hair, honestly.
You
Yeah.
would not be, bald would not work for you.
Oh my God, I look terrible. I look Auschwitz. I can make that joke. I can make that joke.
You can.
I can make that
You're
joke.
allowed.
I can make that joke.
You're allowed. You know, when you look at this,
I went on Israeli
I feel like
news.
this cup doesn't show that you have enough confidence in the project.
Why?
Because look how low it is.
Well,
You know,
why
it should
don't you
be up
call
here in the
Bono
middle.
and ask him to make us a cup or
It should
something? Or some thought leaders.
It should be here.
I don't know. Talk to Nick.
Adam
Nick made it.
Friedland show. Why
I
you
don't
put
do.
in the?
I don't do cups. I don't do buttons. I don't do wires.
Believe in yourself.
I'm just the talent. I'm just the gorgeous actress.
It's like the song from the Idols. Love yourself. You like the Idols? IDLES?
No,
Why not?
I don't know.
Everyone at their concert looks like you. You really, your generation, you're all like this. Nothing's impressive to you cats.
That's not true at all, dude. I know so much about beats.
No, within one moment of talking about anything, you'll say it's shit.
I'll tell you what I like.
Yes.
Bob Dylan, Townes Van Zandt.
You like Dylan, why? Because you resemble a young Zimmerman?
Thank you. What do you listen to? The news?
The screams of my enemies.
Really? You really get it out.
That's all I'm thinking about.
Spite is such a powerful motivator.
I believe that we don't give enough attention to negative energy.
Well, you just need to harness it.
Yeah, I just believe that, we just waste a lot of time trying to be nice when really the best way to get ahead is to just kill
Yeah.
off everybody else. And that's the way tigers are.
I like dogs better than cats.
You see a tiger as a cat.
I guess I like tiger. I don't know.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah,
What kind?
Pitbull,
Is that true? What's its name?
Isis,
Show me a picture.
so cute.
Is it a girl?
Yeah, it's a girl.
This was actually true.
She's so cute.
Oh,
She's my best friend. She changed my life.
how old is she?
I think 8.
This makes me feel so differently about you, and I like your hair better in this picture.
That's my girlfriend.
Oh. That is a cute dog.
How do you think that's me, bro? She's got red hair and she's fine as shit.
Are you trying to be mysterious with the bang? And
No, I'm sorry, bro.
I think it's important to have different little kind of host, little
Vibe?
tactics. Like, sometimes when you're like worried about a question or trying to be a little mysterious, you kind of brush the hair
I
over.
play stupider.
No, you're a very smart guy. And I've watched your clips.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're a smart guy. I like it. I only saw you really swing and miss once in
When?
everything that I watched.
When?
It's not important.
Just
So
say it.
what
No,
was
just say it
happening
because
was-
you're on TV. I need this feedback. I respect your opinion more than maybe anyone else in the entire planet.
But I don't know funny.
Absolutely not. With Finkelstein?
Kind of awkward. If I had bangs, I would push it.
With Finkelstein.
No.
Or academic
Oh, yes.
rival.
Where he asked you to make a joke.
But he cut me
A
off at
lynching
the end.
joke.
I had the joke and he cut me off. Can I tell you the end of the joke?
Okay.
Okay, so he's like, so let me give you a fact pattern. In the South, people were lynched and their body parts were chopped up and sold at auction. Make a joke about that.
And then people would take pictures with them. You said you want me to make a joke about Emmett Till.
And I said, you want me to make a joke about
Strike
Emmett Till?
one.
But then I immediately realized what the joke was, right? So I said, oh, my mother, she was a real battle axe. She had me lynched. And then the joke is, my body was cut up and sold for parts. The worst part of all of it was that they couldn't give my penis away.
He should have let you finish.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not as bad as the way it played in the clip. And I don't know why he doesn't like Dershowitz.
Why? Because he ruined his life.
And?
Dershowitz had him denied tenure at DePaul University. He couldn't work for 10 years.
And?
I
You're going to blame somebody else for your problems your whole life?
Yeah, it was literally, yes, a man with massive political influence, yes.
And you're sure that it was that Alan Dershowitz?
Why, are you friends with Dershowitz? He went to a pedophile island.
You see how you can have
Why you
conversation about absolutely anything?
What do you mean? But what position are you taking right now?
I'm not taking any. See, that's the beauty of it.
Oh, you keep
See,
asking questions. That's how
there
you do
go.
it. Okay, I
That's
like that.
See,
I like that.
you're
That's a
all
good
in on
note.
an opinion right away. I barely get an answer out.
I mean,
and you're
I believe what I'm saying.
like,
I
you
think
definitely believe what you're saying.
this is a good segue. You were in a
Here's
you
the
were
problem,
okay.
is that you can't get it back. Once somebody has successfully taken something from you in a crowdsourced consequence kind of way, whether it's a university or the internet, once something is taken from you, it is very hard to get it back. We see this in all kinds of ways. The initial allegation is explosive and loud and resonant. Any correction or mitigation or even a complete reversal is just caught up in the noise. And it makes people very angry, makes them very wounded. And I think that there's a lack of balance and accountability that I try to be sensitive to in the new show, because I know what that is like on both sides of it.
Can you just speculate on what Tucker is going through right now?
My guess is that his emotional mood state right now is,
You think he's like that?
would be my guess.
Why? He got paid?
Well, he doesn't need to be paid. His name is Tucker Swanson McNear Carlson. Swanson, like
Old
TV
South.
dinners. He's got a ton of money. He has a franchise. He has a base. He was the wind in their sails. So,
But if you're a company that makes like if I fall down, here's like a button that I could press. Tucker's, that's prime.
or
prime.
a pillow.
Yeah. The pillow guy rocks. I gotta get him on this show. He's
Mike
like,
Lindell, I had him on my show.
he's a guy that used to smoke crack and now makes pillows.
But he believes very.
Why do you even let him on your show? Because he's funny.
That's a good question. No, I did not have him on because he's
show
funny.
business.
I did not have him on because it's show business. I'll tell you why. My decision is this. Even if you hate what this person is going to say, don't you want to know the basis of the argument and why it resonates with so many people? Because Lindell has an opinion that you can wave away, but you've got like 40% of the country agrees with him.
I don't know. I just think this is just a fading empire. It doesn't really matter at this point. But I wonder if the pillow's good.
A fading empire.
Yeah, of course.
That's what you see us as.
Yeah.
Your parent.
We hit a jackpot after World War II. We rebuilt Europe. Probably blew it in 1.5 generations. So the mafia.
I was trying to distract from what you were vomiting out of your face.
You're older than me. You had Reagan was the president when you were a teenager, right?
Yes.
Okay. When I was a teenager, Bush was the president, and I fucking hated Bush.
Hey, why would you ever invest that in anybody else?
Because they killed 1 million people. It's wrong. I don't understand why people don't.
I don't
fucking
love
hate
and
Bush
I don't
still.
hate. Here's what I don't like about it.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, it's an easier way to live. You're young. You
I'm not
probably
fu-
haven't had enough pain.
I'm not gonna kill Bush, but like, come on, like they went to the UN and they made up shit to go to fucking war. It was wrong.
Listen, I agree. I never accepted the yellow cake thing. I lived it in real time. I went over there in real time. I felt the backlash from the American people, one of the greatest propaganda moves in my lifetime, 25 plus years in this business. We are railing on Bush for there having been no WMDs, weapons of mass destruction. Mm-hmm. And they come up with a great spin. I forget who it was. Maybe Ari. I forget.
Ari Shaffir?
No. Now I'm not going to know his name.
Fleischer.
Ari Fleischer, thank you. They come up with the following spin. Hey, this no WMD, this yellow cake stuff, this ersatz, all that stuff, stop saying that. You're hurting morale. The American people believed it, stopped watching the news. And you know what we started to do? I was at ABC News at the time.
Uh-huh.
We stopped saying it.
Bitch.
We stopped saying it.
Why do you listen to them?
People turn you off. You will not keep saying what made them turn you off.
So that's my main question, right? Okay. There are 3 8 p.m. primetime slots, right?
No, but go ahead. This is your supposition.
So Tucker, we all remember he was this doughy bow tie guy debating Paul Begala on CNN. Everyone's like, look at this dweeb, right? And then he got the 8 p.m. primetime slot on Fox. To what extent is it the hand fitting the glove that he is the primetime anchor on Fox during the Trump administration? Like, and there are 3 different brands. You have MSNBC, you have Fox, and these are 3 different products. And to what extent does that distract from actually the purpose of like a viable third estate?
Third estate?
4th.
Fuck. That's okay.
Fuck. Can
Cut
we
that.
run that again?
Cut
I
that. Run it
crushed
again.
it.
Run it again.
I crushed it.
Run it again. I'll tell you. I'll back into the answer this way.
What's the third estate?
It's a very, I don't know. Nevertheless, of course, it's fitting the brand. Especially, and almost exclusively, and I started at Fox News, you know. I started working for Roger Ailes.
He loved you.
He did love me, and I left there because I saw what it was and what I had to do to be there, and I didn't want to do that. And not that everybody at Fox is bad, but the brand is obvious. So Tucker has changed. Tucker was not always this way.
Right.
You know, he is absolutely a character that resonates, but all of these guys on the right, it's transactional.
Showbiz.
But the problem is, that's not how the people at home are taking it. When you get people laughing, this is why I personally love comedy, and the most impressive comedy to me is where you get me to laugh at something that I shouldn't be laughing at. I love that. I love when you do it. Louis C.K. as a mocker of that.
I'll try one after this.
Please.
Okay.
Is that when you make me laugh at something that I shouldn't be laughing at, or that I don't even want to laugh at, that's genius to me. And that's okay because I know what's going on. These audiences don't know that when you're saying that Putin's actually a good guy and
I'm not saying
January 6th didn't really happen, I'm not supposed to believe
it did happen. It was just really funny.
So that's the danger, is that you meet these people and they believe it. And those Fox watchers are different in that they watch almost nothing else.
Yeah.
In cable, the amount of sampling, when I look at my minute by minutes, right? So now I'm at this startup, News Nation. But when I was at CNN, I would look at the minute by minutes, and the average watch time when we were killing it would be somewhere between 11 and 14 minutes. And every commercial, there was like a 50% reset. Let me see what Maddow's saying. Let me see what the crazies are saying on Fox. Fox viewers don't do that. They measure their viewership in hours. Everybody else is in minutes.
Yeah, because the nursing home doesn't give them the remote.
No, there are young people there too.
You still like the news?
I do. It's not about like. It's about need. It's about the value of it.
When you think about your next chapter in your life, right? You know, why not just like not do the news anymore? You could do others. You could be like Mario Lopez or something, right? You're pissed now. You're gonna hit me?
No. What do you think? Does my face betray that?
I don't know. The news sucks.
The news does not suck.
The news sucks, bro.
No, you want it to suck.
The news sucks.
And the news when you were growing up was what? Your favorite thing in the world? When was the news amazing?
When they let OJ get off.
That was great. That was a great day.
It was the best day of my life.
Were you even alive?
Yeah, of course.
Are you sure?
I remember the Bronco chase.
Look it up in Wikipedia. You don't remember the Bronco chase. You didn't watch it in real time.
Yes, I do.
What color was the interior in the Bronco? Wrong.
They showed the outside
Wrong.
of the Bronco.
Wrong.
What are you talking about?
What was the name of the guy driving? Wrong. I think silence is underrated on TV. Let's try it.
Of course I remember the Bronco.
That wasn't
Al
long.
Collins,
AC.
his teammate at USC. Dude, OJ, hell of an RB1. 2,000 yards? Unreal.
RB1.
You dropped your ball.
I mean, what is it with this chair, man? It like pickpockets you.
Sorry about the chair. I'll get another one. That's all.
30 years I've had this wallet.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah, I carry this around with me in it. Here, I'll give you both.
What is this? I love the cops. In the time
I do love the cops. You don't love the police? Who keeps you safe?
Who is this guy?
He was a writer.
He's good?
No, he sucks. That's why I carry around one of his quotes in my wallet. Please give it back.
Did your dad get you out of a lot of traffic tickets and stuff when you were a kid?
No.
If I were you, I would have just been driving drunk all my entire adolescence.
Really?
Yeah, I would have been like, I'm the king of the world. I would have been Roger Clinton, Billy Carter. You turned out great.
Oh yeah. Life
You're a
is grand.
well-adjusted, great family man. So the mafia tried to kill your dad or not?
No.
Why are you filibustering? Why is it made up? Why
no is filibustering.
Okay, so what happened?
Do you know what that word means?
Yeah?
What?
You read the phone book in Congress so that black people can't vote or something? I don't know. I don't know, some shit like that.
You are very funny, but you also make me nostalgic at the same time. And not
For
just
what?
because you have the same shoes on as my fourth grade nun. but because I like the vibe of this is very Cabot-esque.
Yeah. That's what I'm going for.
Hey, what better standard of a guy who knows funny talking to people about a whole range of things than that cat?
He's not that funny. He was just good at talking to people.
He was good at making the other person their best version of themselves.
He wasn't dropping bombs like, I've been
Well,
doing.
you throw
Wait,
haymakers.
I'll do one that you don't want to laugh at, but
There's zero chance you can make me laugh if I don't want to.
okay.
But if you want, I'll participate.
Okay.
I love comedy.
All right. So
And I'm a Friedland fan.
You famously said that the name Fredo
Yeah.
was like the N-word for Italians.
Yes, that was a mistake.
Isn't that actually just the N-word? Because I hear a lot of y'all boys saying that.
it's a different word. But here's what I got wrong.
You didn't
matters.
laugh, but that was pretty funny. You think that was funny or not?
I'd give you like a C-.
No, because you were getting like you were like you
No,
thought I
I
was
don't
gonna
do
be,
it. I'm open. I'm
What's
open. You don't see this.
Italophobic or what is it called?
In this country, you had a culture of oppression that was unique to Black Americans.
Yeah.
But I made a mistake that is a very common mistake, which is that all pain is personal, and if it matters to you, it matters as much as anything else. And that's not true. Now we have a politics where if somebody's worried that what's happening to them is unfair, it matters more than any other unfairness anywhere else. And that's what you see in all of our politics now, which is just who's worse, what's more egregious, what's more offensive.
I think Joe's got it.
Really?
Yeah, he's sick.
Are you going to vote for Joe Biden?
I think.
When you say he's sick, you mean that he's dying?
No, I think he's awesome.
Oh.
He has a Corvette and stuff. When
He
he
does.
put out that campaign video where he's
The
like,
Corvette that he parks right by the box of classified documents he wasn't supposed to have?
I guess so. But when he's like, I just love my car and I love like driving fast, I was like, this guy's got the election
very
in the
American.
bag. People are gonna eat that shit up.
I don't think it's wrong that they do, by the way. I think it's very good for our leaders to identify with our interests and our passions. I think that's important. I think we've gotten away from that. They're like such a rare class. It's so much so that when it does happen, we exaggerate how good it is, like AOC. AOC with the I was a bartender and I was this, and all of a sudden there's so much attachment to how, hey, I can identify with that, I get it, I know, that like she gets way too much love for that and not enough scrutiny of what she's actually doing in Congress.
Wait, you're saying people like her because she's a bartender?
I think people like her for a lot of reasons, but I think one of the main attachments to her was that there was a relatability to her experience. And I think what that can do is throw you off in terms of assessing her productivity.
She wins the elections.
I know, but the question is why? You can win elections.
She's
for
not
good
winning
reasons
because
or
she's
bad
a
reasons.
bartender. That's not. Come on, that's. Do you think there were guys that were like on Tinder, like in NYC, like 8 years ago, who were like just like turned on a TV and saw her, and then they're like, I think I fucked the president. I think this chick I met 8 years ago, some guy in Bushwick, he's like, I'm pretty sure I fucked the president.
That is the Bushwick accent
Yeah.
now. Do you find AOC attractive?
No, she's cute. Yeah,
Now,
she's
do
cute.
you find her attractive in the same way that you did in 2020 when you saw me during the pandemic?
I was going through a tough time with that. And
Me
like,
too.
Not as bad as me.
Really?
I'd rather fuck AOC though.
I don't see it as a competition.
I like Dua Lipa.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. My daughter is a
I
singer.
would let her.
And she would sing Dua Lipa, and I love what she does.
I don't know her
some people will
songs.
say, "Oh no, too sexy, it objectifies." But I'm telling you, I watched my daughter, and her kind of resonating with the vibe, and the empowerment principle of it.
I
But
don't know the songs.
I loved
but
it.
I would let her shit in my mouth if she.
Where does that come from? Seriously, where does it come
I don't
from?
know. It just came out. I don't know.
Where? Like, did you see that somewhere, or?
It wouldn't even be pleasant if she did
This
that.
absolutely would not be pleasant.
I'm just saying, I would do the worst thing ever to be with her. Ugh.
Right? I mean, there's
So
that.
why do they say the mafia tried to kill your dad?
That's where your brain goes.
Yeah, I'm just like I just want to know. I want to know why people are saying why is that on your dad's Wikipedia?
It is not on my dad's Wikipedia.
Literally.
Although if it were, it would make my point about Wikipedia. The reason they say it is that's the sell. Mario Cuomo, the swarthy ethnic. Remember, it wasn't now. Now I'm just a white guy.
But this came out after he was in office.
But that's the point. He was cast as that always. When they used to describe my father, they used to call him swarthy, mercurial, hot-blooded, gap-toothed, all these different identifiers for ethnic immigrant class. And that mafia thing was fundamental to that. Why didn't he run for president? Oh, it's because he's a made guy.
But he said he didn't want to.
That's exactly the truth. You don't have to accept it, okay?
Because the Camorra were going to shoot
It was
him.
not the Camorra, and it wasn't even a Camaro. It was nothing to do with the mob. He hated the mob. He hated mob movies. He hated.
What an idiot.
He did not think, this is the truth, and it's foreign to our reality today. My father did not believe he was good enough to be president of the United States.
Amazing.
And when you would say to him, but it's a relative assessment, Pop, you got to run against this guy, he'd say, no, that's for you. That's for him. For me, I have to think that I'm the best guy for this, and I'm not.
He wanted
That's what
you
it
to be
was.
the president?
No. I would never
Why
be
not?
a part of elected office.
Be funny.
You
You got a plane.
I like that. Why not? It would be funny.
Yeah, why
yes,
not?
if I were doing a bit, that's a good bit.
No, people like you. That's what I'm saying. People like you.
Some people like me, some people don't, and in both cases, it's
no,
often
even.
irrational.
But can I ask you another question?
Yes.
What supplements for the gym?
None. You know, I
Let
think
me
you got
get
to
a
be very
rundown.
careful with that stuff.
You don't take.
Do you exercise?
I'm gonna start again. I'm working too hard on the show.
It's paying off. I
Thanks.
got to tell you. I like it. I like the crew. I
love
like
it.
the setup.
I love
I
this
like
guy.
what you're doing with it, your vibe.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to wear this every time?
I got to get another suit.
I don't know. At CNN, I wore the same thing every night. One, nobody knew. Two, I became very identifiable as the man in black.
Is it true that Wolf Blitzer is wearing just penis out under the desk?
No. Wolf Blitzer I called the captain when I was there. He was the exemplar of everything we wanted to be. The guy works his ass off.
It's like a
and he's
Stallone
good
character.
man. I know. but
Wolf
he's-
Blitzer.
Except instead of being a cartoonish fool, Blitzer is just an earnest,
You're
good
anti-Stallone?
guy. I don't love his characters.
So, Chris, I wouldn't hate anyone, okay?
You get easily offended, huh?
No.
That little pouty mouth thing you do.
Stallone's done amazing things for
slightly
us.
ajar.
For us, okay?
You put anything in your lips?
No, I'm just a Jew. Yeah.
Boy, you are.
I don't like your dad not liking mafia movies.
He hated.
He sounds like one of
mafia
those
movies.
Northerners judging us from the South.
No, he sounds nothing like that. What he is
sounds like
an
one of those-
Italian guy who had to be called a mobster by people like you all the time because
I don't
that's
call them
the reference.
mobsters.
You really believe the mob tried to kill my father?
So you're covering up for the mafia right now? Inside job. You try to kill your dad? Menendez style?
He was a truly humble man. Beautiful guy, real product of his time, real product of the dream and the initiative of this country that you say is dead.
Well, I didn't say anything.
You did. You said it's like a empire in decline or some bullshit like that.
What
he
it is?
was all about getting a chance, working his ass off.
I think he was a genius.
And we're making people like that all the time in this country, more than anywhere else in the world. Now people say, what
I don't
about
know.
China? We have
That's ridiculous.
we have an explosion of potential
that's
in this country every
jingoistic
day.
to say we're smarter than everyone else.
Jingoistic.
Just people are people.
Do you know where that comes from, that word?
From Jingo Unchained.
No. I am not putting down other countries by saying that what we're doing here is unique.
We have rock and roll. We have Eminem. We have dunking, crossovers. We do sick shit here.
We do whatever we want to do here. We're used to. And that is what the world envies.
The country, I don't know. The country is a country. It's just a country.
It's different than any other country.
Are your muscles for show or for go?
All works. I do no show. I do no bodybuilding.
All go.
All fucking go.
Chris CUOMO, everyone. Give it up for this guy. All fucking go. Give it up. Thanks a lot, man.
That was great, and I
You
appreciate
enjoyed it?
Yes. All 2 minutes that you'll keep.
No, I think there's a ton of good shit.
I think so, there is too.
It was funny.
Yeah, you should never quit on a bit.
When did I quit on a bit?
What do you got those on a timer? Or was that
No,
the
this
clapper?
is for the
Was that the
credits.
clapper? I think it's great.
This is a real pro operation.
I think it's great.
You thought it was great.
Oh yeah, and
We
I
had
love
a
your
good, we have a
delivery.
good rapport.
Yeah, it's mostly me though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I just know how to
I'm
work
like
with people.
Arnold
You're a solo
Schwarzenegger
act.
and you're Danny DeVito.